Gail Gotti here with us. It's a beautiful thing, right? Nice little gathering going on where I got a few females from different states coming through. Something real non-traditional in a sense where they coming together to meet and greet, and we're gonna do what we do. We're gonna get little interviews on the side and get little things going on and try to find out exactly what's going on in their world. But officially, as of now, we're gonna get this interview with Gail Gotti going on.
That's what's up.
And she's officially coming from California?
California, you see her all day, every day.
You gotta love it, you gotta love it. So Gail Gotti, talk to me. I mean, how long have you been in the game?
It's been a minute. I've been taking it real serious for about 5-6 years now. My parents, started a little situation years ago with Capitol Records where I released, a little street single when I was about 9. So it's been a minute.
When you was about 9?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
That's a long time. We ain't gonna get into the age limit
right
now. But wow, those are the playful days, huh?
Yeah, it was cool. It was fun.
So it was a street single, or was it a album that you officially?
No, we did the street single. We never got around to the album. To doing the album, we released the single, and it actually did really well.
Okay.
And for whatever reason, we never did the album, or whatever the case of business, or whatever. And that was it.
What was the name of the single?
It was called Boys Ain't Nothing But a Bother.
Boys Ain't Nothing But a Bother. That's
only for y'all. I wouldn't even tell nobody else.
We need to know this. The world needs to know. The world needs to know.
Right.
So that means that you're you sort of somewhat seasoned in this game.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I always been smashing these niggas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is that? I mean, your affiliations, or just a matter of you just being out in the streets and doing what you do?
Just being on the streets doing what I do. It's just me.
Okay.
It's just who I am.
So from that, from the fact of putting that single out, what were you doing in between time? Like?
School.
School. And so you decided.
School, traveling around the world, traveling back and forth from Cali to New York, and just school. Really, I was young.
Okay.
So it was really like my parents' little vision that they had, and they just threw me and my sister in the middle of it, and we ran with it.
So your sister's currently in the music business?
Yeah, her name is Virginia Slim.
Virginia Slim. Oh wow, we gotta give Virginia Slim too.
Right.
But just to focus in on you actually. So are you locked into a situation as of now? Are you signed on your label?
Yeah, right now I'm with Infamous G Unit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I also have my own situation, Nightingale Entertainment, and we linked up with Infamous to do the Gail Gotti project. And, Infamous already has the situation with G Unit, so
okay.
We just made it official.
So have you put out a mixtape?
I have 2 mixtapes that I dropped previous before I got with the Infamous G Unit situation. But I have a mixtape that's dropping Christmas Eve. It's called Indecent Proposal. And that hits the streets Christmas Eve. It's hot.
So primarily, those mixtapes are located like in the Cali area?
Nah, you can get those if you do your research. You know what I'm saying? You can pretty much find them online, or
so
you know what I'm saying. It was just like some hood shit that I did.
So give us give us a hint of where we can.
I don't. You gotta Google me, baby.
Oh, Google you?
Yeah, you gotta. You Google me and everything.
Spell it out then. You should, because
Gail Gotti, GailGotti. You Google me and everything you want to know about me will pop up.
All right, that's what we need to know. That
yeah,
we need to
know
that.
What I'm saying? I'm official.
Official, but I mean, I state that a lot of times because if you're from a different region,
right?
Sometimes people are not gonna take the time to investigate about your mixtape in a sense, you know what I mean? If you don't have a great appeal. Right. Not to say that you don't.
But the good thing about me is I get a lot of love from everywhere. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's not just Cali. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I travel around the world a lot, and I get love. I got people who follow me everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's been like that ever since, I really started taking it serious.
I've heard that you was associated with like Death Row in some form or fashion.
Right. Right.
So
that situation with me being with Death Row, I was never signed to Death Row as an artist.
Right.
I was pretty much there for my love for Suge.
Right.
I've been, he's been a part of my life ever since I was like 14.
Cool.
So So I've always been there, and just, you know, his love for me and my love for him, he just always let me come around and soak up game and be in the studio with Pac and be in the studio with Snoop. And then when I got older, he gave me an opportunity, an outlet to get my music out there without being signed on paperwork.
Right. That's cool. I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
and that's one of the, you know, one of the big folk of the game in the sense. So to be able to be in the circumference of them is a plus.
Right.
That's a plus. So I see that you soaked up game and
Oh,
ran.
definitely. You got to get something from it.
Right. So your current situation as of now, do you feel that it'd be productive for you?
Oh, definitely. So I don't do anything unless it's productive for me.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? I'm not that hard up for anything to where I got to just take, you know what I'm saying, anything that comes my way. So, you know what I mean, my current situation with Infamous is definitely a good look on everybody's part. You know what I'm saying?
So what you gonna do? You gonna just hit the world? I'm gonna say the world rather. Just with a host of mixtapes as of now, and then work on an album like 2007.
Well, I've been working on my album now. I always record. You know what I'm saying? I'm always in the studio making music, whether it goes to my album or it goes to mixtape or it goes to Hab's album or 40 or, you know, whatever situations that we have coming up. That's just where it goes. But I'm always in the studio working. So.
Okay. As far as you know, ladies in the game, who inspired you? What is that?
Honestly, I listened to a lot of Kim. When I first started rhyming, I listened to a lot of MC Light, a lot of old school Roxanne Shante, stuff like that. Yo-Yo, of course, my homegirl, the Lady of Rage. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot of people who really opened my eyes to be like, I can really do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it was a lot of different people.
Okay. I mean, is anybody that you're currently feeling as of now, or do you feel that there's a sort of a hole in the game as far as females concerned as of now?
You know, I feel like everybody is doing them, but I definitely feel like something is missing.
Okay.
You know.
So you gonna fill in those gaps?
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
What's your style like? What's your style like?
My style is pretty much, I'm hardcore. I'm like a nigga on the mic. I'm just a female. You know what I'm saying? For real, I'm keeping real, no bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything that comes out my mouth is something that you could imagine a nigga doing or a nigga saying.
Okay.
It's just a pretty face behind it.
Okay, you gotta love that. I mean, because as of now, you know, and I'm just being real. You know, typically, ladies that come in the game, they feel that they have to shed a few this or shed a few that or say a few extra lyrics that may not even be part of them to, you know, give to the world. You know, they say sex sells in a sense. You know, some people try to lean more towards that as opposed to just being themselves.
Right. I mean, sex does sell, but that's not what works for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What works for me, because besides all the industry stuff, at the end of the day, I'm a mother. You know what I'm saying? And I still gotta look my son in the face, and he still gotta come to me and be like, "Mommy, what's this? And why you?" You know what I'm saying? So that's first and foremost.
Cool.
So the sex, I mean, it works for them, but to me, my skills is what's gonna take me there.